growing up as a teenager, downtown was where it happened.
So I grew up here, and I remember coming downtown. You know, I bought my veil for my wedding dress down here, and there was the diner at the corner of Ontario and St. Paul, and you know, you could save up your nickels and go for fries.
Going back, I guess it's probably 20 years, I remember coming to the theater here, seeing movies at the theater just down St. Paul Street.
As a citizen of St. Catharines, I've lived here now for some 30 years. What I think I and so many of us have now witnessed is a tremendous potential.
It's going to transform our downtown into a community that celebrates the arts, that is supported by the arts, and one that really captures the best of the arts community.
When I took over as the director of the Center for the Arts in 1987, we were programming 6 to 12 shows a year. It wasn't long after that where I sat down with the staff, my great staff that I had, and said, look, we need to do better than we're doing. We're doing these shows and nobody's coming, and there's a whole bunch of people out there that don't know about us. So what are we going to do about it?
I think what's special about this project is that so many people dreamed of this, put their time and energy and money and passion and wish fulfillment into making this happen. And we did it together.
So many people worked very hard to make this dream come true. The community, all levels of government, visionaries in our community, benefactors, the city, the university, and it would not have happened without the participation of absolutely everyone.
Music runs in the family. So when Peter Partridge came to us looking for support for the Performing Arts Centre, well, in essence, it was a no-brainer. I don't think he really had to ask. I think I just simply said yes.
So we grew from 6 to 12 shows, and when we closed our doors last year, we were programming over 70 presentations a year.
We have here under one roof, unique in Canada, 4 venues: a concert hall, a recital hall, a film theatre, and a dance theatre.
I know from this whole experience that you never dream alone. It takes all kinds of people to come on side and make something like this happen.
People are moving back into the downtown area and creating their own residences that live here. So I think it's important.
What it will do for our young people, what it will do for opportunities for them to perform, our Niagara Symphony, Chorus Niagara, all the various groups, I could name them, you know them best, but they now have a home.
So what I would like to see, if the time comes that I no longer can roam the world, that I will be an armchair traveler and that I can take in the arts and the music and the film.
Then the day came of all the years, all the banker boxes, all the blue boxes of all the paperwork. After many years of meetings and a lot of real hard work, it was time to let this committee go on to the steering committee and the cultural committee.
As an artist myself, I know the arts change lives. Our local artists will be using this facility as a platform to springboard out into the world, so that we will be celebrating St. Catharines artists, Niagara artists across the globe.
But this has been a long journey, and I just have to say right here how excited I am that it's finally here, and it's beautiful.
Joe and I were talking, it's just like, what's it going to be like 10 years from now? You know, and I really believe that this will be a vital and vibrant part of our community.
You know, the skyline of downtown St. Catharines has changed. You see that it's an entirely different look these days.
My vision for St. Catharines and for downtown in particular is a vibrant city, a city that has a bright future, a city of opportunity for our young people.
And by participating and being the naming partner for the Performing Arts Centre, really gave us that opportunity to help St. Catharines and Niagara come back to life as we remember it 20, 30 years ago.
That newly donated Steinway just sang in this hall, and the acoustics were incredible. And I think one of the common sentiments shared by all is, I can't believe this is St. Catharines.
I had the great pleasure to meet Marilyn Walker. And Marilyn and I became buddies. And she was my great friend and mentor. And I also met the then mayor, Tim Rigby. He said, why don't you think about coming downtown?
I said, because there's a lot of artists downtown living in the upstairs and apartments and so on. That's where your artists are.
I think from the perspective, for example, of the school at least, I'd like to think of that as a kind of incubator of, again, student talent. And yet here in the Performing Arts Centre, we have a highly professional, world-class venue.
So this is our moment. This is the beginning.
The beginning of something, in fact, quite special.
My name is Brian McMullen. The arts live here.
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 The arts live